Hi, my name's Carlos Lopez, and I'm a drummer, percussionist, music producer. I live here in Las Vegas, and we are currently in my home studio at the moment. Welcome.
And we believe that you perform in a show on the Las Vegas Strip. Can you tell us a little bit about the show?
Yes, I am currently with Mystere by Cirque du Soleil, and doing 480 shows and doing drums and percussion in that show as well.
A lot of people may not know exactly what a percussionist in a Las Vegas production involves. So explain to us a little bit about your show responsibilities with the Mystere band.
Sure. So the primary responsibility with Mystere is to provide a lot of accent, a lot of color. With percussion, there's quite a bit of swells, and there's accents when things happen on stage. Acrobats make a catch, tumblers are tumbling, and we're providing either like a sound texture, or we're providing some type of hit cymbal crash or percussive instrument to complement it.
And you also play the large Taiko drum. I imagine there's not that many of those in the world. Were you quite new to this style of Taiko drumming when you came to Mystere?
I lived in Japan for 1 year, so I was familiar with Taiko drumming, and I got familiar with it quite a bit. So having studied it a little bit, coming to Mystere was like, wow, look at this big drum and look at this opportunity. It's awesome. So it fit perfectly.
And how long have you been drumming for, and how did you get started with it?
I come from a musical family, so I've been drumming since the age of 5. So it's quite some time now.
And we can see that you have quite the impressive in-home studio back there. Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing behind you.
Yes, so this is my home studio, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to isolate and still create music. And in this studio is where I do a lot of the backing tracks, not only for Cirque du Soleil, but TV, film, commercials, video games in addition to as well.
So we can see that you have an artistic eye for video montage with the footage that you've provided. Do you often collaborate with any other artists involving your music and your passion for filming?
I do. As a matter of fact, like given the recent times, we've just kind of musicians and artists, we're all just kind of just getting together at the moment. We're home and we're isolating ourselves. So everybody's just trying to think of different ideas to kind of collaborate and come up with new ideas, or just really just play music. So recently I just collaborated with a singer from Los Angeles, and we did a little mashup video, and it was quite fun. I'm not a singer myself, but those that know me know that I love singing. And at the end of the day, I think music unites. Music is love. And I think it's our obligation as artists to kind of shed some light on the current times right now.
We've seen some great some great home footage of yourself that you've put together, which is quite amusing. Tell us a little bit about what you've been filming at home of yourself.
I've been filming quite a bit at home, where just kind of trying to stay creative, trying to keep it fun, and trying to push the limits on a few things for me technically. And one of the ones, like the kitchen, for example, was just taking little snippets of sounds and trying to make a rhythm out of it. In this case, it was breakfast in the kitchen.
Let's go. Cereal, coffee, orange juice, toast. Enjoy.
Did you get any inspiration from anywhere to do these, or is it all in your own creative mind that it came from?
It was a little bit of both. I've been watching this musical genius. His name is Jacob Collier. He's a young kid from London. And if you go on his YouTube, I encourage you to look at it. You'll go down that rabbit hole. And he's quite the genius. He makes these creative videos, and he is quite the composer himself.
And when it comes to live music, is there the opportunity here in Vegas to perform with different bands and to get together when, you know, back in the days when people were able to get together, and hopefully we'll be able to do again soon?
Well, playing live in Las Vegas, doing 480 shows with Mystere kind of limits your time to be able to branch out and do other projects. So for me personally, I really don't get out other than doing the shows and then coming here and doing the projects for TV, film, commercials, producers. I'll do them here at my home studio, or we'll go into the bigger studio like the Palms and finish it out there.
And we can see that since you've been social distancing, you've been able to get some great footage of some solo work around Vegas landscapes. Tell us about some of the stuff that you've been doing out in the desert that we see.
Las Vegas has some amazing off-road trails. So I've been taking my Jeep off the beaten path and exploring new trails. And the wife and I have been having a lot of fun just kind of getting away from it all and getting some fresh air.
And we can see that you enjoy the drone technology. How long have you been dabbling with your drone?
I've been flying drones for a few years now, and I've crashed quite a few as well. But I'm currently on a good lucky streak with the one I have at the moment, and been getting some pretty good footage.
So, in a nutshell, have you enjoyed this time off to be able to focus on many different projects and not play the same show tunes every night?
Quite honestly, I'm an introvert by nature, so I'm kind of living my best life at the moment.
I guess, yeah, it's a very different life that we're living here in our homes as compared to on the Las Vegas stage performing for 2,000 plus people a night. So, but Carlos, we do hope that you get back to it soon. I hope to get back to the show with you, but we're loving your videos. We're loving the creativity that you're putting together. So thank you very much for keeping us all on our toes.
Thank you so much. And thanks to you and Robin for having me on the show. And I appreciate it. And stay positive, stay healthy, stay optimistic.